the woman on the run suddenly realized that her husband had accidentally fallen into the icy lake. She was so scared that she quickly crawled toward where he fell. Then she immediately reached out trying to find him. But no matter how long she searched, she couldn't feel him. Just as Lisa was overwhelmed with grief, the surface of the lake suddenly reacted. So she quickly stuck her hand into the water. And unexpectedly she actually managed to pull her husband out. Since her husband had already been shot, and all his clothes were soaked in freezing water, Lisa didn't dare waste even a second. Because they were still being hunted by a mysterious man, she had to find shelter right away. Otherwise her husband would die of hypothermia. Maybe heaven was looking out for these two. Soon the couple found a cabin ahead, and there was even a live ember inside. Seeing that, Lisa quickly lit an oil lamp. Then she immediately took off her husband's clothes. After that she pulled out a needle and thread to treat the gunshot wound. It turned out Lisa was a nurse. Once her husband was settled, she then took out a device and listened to the baby's heartbeat in her belly. After making sure the baby was still alive, Lisa finally felt relieved and rested with her husband. When the next day arrived, Lisa was suddenly woken up by the sound of a snowmobile. At first they thought it was a rescue team, but it turned out to be the people hunting them. To stay alive, they had no choice but to jump out the window. Then while the other guy wasn't paying attention, they ran into the woods again. But the man seemed to spot them. With no other option, they hid in a cave. Just as he raised the weapon in his hand, Lisa pulled out the only flare gun she had and fired straight at his heart. That's how they barely survived. After that the couple kept running, because more than one person was after them. But right then her husband suddenly started hallucinating. He suddenly saw a little boy in front of him. At that moment his wife seemed to realize something too. She encouraged him, saying they were almost down the mountain. Once they got down they could call for help. Soon they found a cabin at the foot of the mountain. After Lisa called out for help, the homeowner quickly came out. But when the homeowner saw the two of them, he didn't call an ambulance right away. Instead he called a friend. Realizing the danger, Lisa helped her husband and tried to leave. But there was no way the homeowner would let them go. He grabbed a shotgun and forced them to stay. Terrified, the couple hid in a room. But then David suddenly noticed the walls were covered with photos of him and his wife. He instantly realized something was wrong, because he had never been here before. It wasn't until he saw a photo of a little boy that the couple finally understood what was going on. And right at that moment, the real bearded man hunting them pushed the door open and walked in. It turned out the reason they had been relentlessly hunted was because a few days ago they accidentally ran over and killed the bearded man's son.